Frozen.
3.
What's good, King?
What's up, man? Let me see if I can prop this Jack up real quick.
What you want to talk now? Because Philly up 2 up now with the Heat. Now you want to talk to me, brother? Now you want to talk to me, dog? I'll tell you. How you feeling though?
Oh, man, I'm chilling. The car joint's gonna bother you.
Nah, you good, brother. You good, man. We don't care about that, man. We get to talk to you right quick, man. Yeah, I remember speaking to you years ago when you first came back. Well, you took a hiatus for a little bit, right? And you was on your family, you was taking care of the family thing, right? And I remember speaking to you. I think it's right when you came back in battle. Was it Craig Lamar?
Yeah.
Right, Craig Lamar. Dog, does the culture speak about your run or what you've been doing, you feel? Do you feel you get the respect that you deserve?
I think it's starting to come around after the Will battle. I mean, you know, I can't help to see me and everybody like top 5 champion of the year list through 5 months. I notice it, you know what I'm saying? So, as before, I think it was, you know, it was slow at first, but then again, at the same time, like, I felt like I had a nice hole to climb out of. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to think, I mean, I can't tell you how many regular niggas they were saying was better than me. So, like, you know, when you think about it from that aspect, it's like, I guess I had a bigger hole to climb out of, pause, than I fucking thought. Because I thought after the Head Ice 3-0 would come around. And then I thought, all right, well, maybe after I beat the shit out of Show Off, it'll come around. But, like, you know, they said Ice ain't take me serious. Show Off had pulverized. It was just an excuse every time I whooped somebody's ass.
Right.
So the ill will, I felt like, kind of put it all together. I still don't think people know how long I've been on this streak. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, because if people was really tapped into how long I've been kind of going crazy, they wouldn't have been as surprised that I fucked Ill Will up. It wouldn't have been that much of a surprise.
I think it's because convincingly the way you did it, though, Frozy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to understand. I mean, the fans get caught up in, like, a million fans can tell me a nigga better than me. It doesn't make me feel like he necessarily better than me. You know what I'm saying? So even respect with Will a dog, at the same token, 3, I felt like I was going to win the whole time. There was never a point in time through when we booked the battle or none of that shit. I always thought I was going to win the battle. Wasn't surprised when I won the battle. Actually, was pretty fucking spot on with what I thought I was going to do to him.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise you, like, there was no surprises. I thought I was going to fuck him up before the battle.
God damn.
I felt no bullshit. I literally felt that way.
So, but do you feel you were a big underdog going into the battle with Ill Will, though?
Sugar? Ice, Ice. My bad, 3.
No, you good.
Now that's it. 10 hours shift today. I got to get my coffee before I go home.
You good, Ken. You good.
What'd you say, though?
No, do you feel you were a big underdog going into the battle with Ill Will?
To some of the fans, you know what I'm saying? But respectfully, a lot of time they don't know what the fuck they talking about. So you can't put too much merit into that. Like if you get overly caught up in what the fans are saying, what the fans is talking about, you kind of already, you lost the battle. You know what I'm saying? Fans gonna be the fans. They, you know, they always pick who they want to pick before the battle. But if you a battler and you experience, you always know the battle gotta happen. Battle gotta happen. So no matter what the fuck you predict or what you say, battle gotta happen.
Mm. Rose, let me ask you a question. How much do you think battle rappers pay attention to what fans say? Dumbass bloggers like myself, how much do you guys pay attention to what people say, though?
So the media, I'm super tapped into what the media says. I mean, all the way from, thank you, you have a beautiful day. All the way from your Piper boys up to your Jakk boys. I mean, up to your J Blacks. Your right. Piper boys up to your J Blacks. Whoever it is, I want to hear what they saying. Because if you got an audience, motherfuckers care what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I got to tap into a 3-letter man, or I got to tap into a, you know, whatever media platform that's speaking about the battle, because motherfuckers, you know, listen to y'all. They take heed to what y'all saying. Now, as far as fans go, I mean, I read comments. I read them with a grain of salt, though, because a lot of your fans be in there, and a lot of people who ain't your fans be in the comments. I think battle rappers is too accessible nowadays. You know, with the spaces, and I get in. You know, and talk. But I just feel like they're too accessible, man. They're too easy to get to, and they're just too. The crowd shouldn't be able to be that close to us. You know what I mean? As much as they are. You know what I'm saying? And as big as battle rap is getting. And I think that, you know, when brothers go to these battles with two of their homies, I mean, you never know what crazy dickhead you told SMD on Twitter. Harassing. You know, nigga might walk up and fucking stab you, cut you, knock you out. Like, so I think battle rappers is too accessible. I think, you know, we got to get that disconnect again. If that, even though that sounds weird, where the space has changed the game a little bit. So, you know, you kind of gotta give a fuck what the fans are saying. Great.
But Ron, does that work to a few people though? Like you've been in over 10 years, so you got a fan base already, brother. Niggas that's coming in now, they kind of need the spaces. They kind of need all this, right? They gotta put them be accessible, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're a guy on the come up,
right?
It's some niggas with a solid battle rap name. Niggas be sitting in there all fucking day. All day with these fans. Like, these fans is calling them bro and bestie, and it's getting weird now. You know what I mean? It's getting weird now, and I just think that, you know, too involved. The WWE universe don't get to just walk up on Triple H whenever they want.
Right.
Don't walk up on motherfucking, you know, Roman Reigns whenever they want. It's too accessible. I don't know. So the game is different now. The fans are more vocal. The sport's getting bigger. And I think the leagues value their opinion a little more now. So you got to kind of take heed to it to a certain degree.
What do you remember going back to when you first came on the scene? It was you, Bill Collector. This is how I first remember you. It was you, Bill Collector, and I want to say Time Bomb.
Yeah.
One of the true stories and everything. What do you remember that era? What do you remember just coming into the game? Young Rosenberg. We forget you a young boy coming into the game, though, Ron.
Ignorant. I had talented, young, raw. You know what I mean? Not a finished project. You know what I'm saying? I remember being starstruck. You know, I was 17, 18, walking, seeing X Factor, or you know,
right.
And it was. I grew up watching these brothers when I was a teenager. I'm talking about 12, 13 years old. So to be in the rooms with them, it was surreal. You know what I mean? It took a minute for me to grasp what was going on, because I made a lot to actually to grasp what was going on. I made a lot of mistakes back then, not knowing what I was around. So I just remember being clueless and wanting to rap, wanting to battle, wanting my name to get out there, but didn't have a fucking clue on how I was going to do it. You know, we talked. One thing we did, me, Bill, and Tom Bomb, we came in the game talking shit before we battled anybody. You know what I mean? If you remember.
Yeah.
I just remember being hungry, but I also remember being a baby around a bunch of dinosaurs.
Wow. You and Bill, though, respectfully, I stood out more than Tom Bomb, respectfully, not trying to kill the brother at all.
No,
but, you know.
See, cool story about Tom Bomb is, man, you know, when we came in the game, Norbs had took us to This Is 50 Radio. We did an interview, and Bill Collector had dissed Shotgun and Surfing them. They already was off to the races at the time. And I think we kind of got a little bit of backlash. We got some love for it, but we got kind of some backlash. Like, yo, who these niggas think they is? Like, they just got here. So it was a little bit of that. And if you remember, again, I was so young. While Tom Bomb was battling, they were not letting me and my brother in the venue.
Wow.
ID.
Right.
Tom Bomb, who at this point we was rapping together at all each other's battles, he was on stage battling JC by himself. And I think it hurt his confidence. And JC did good, and then Tom Bomb became a running joke, and he never recovered from it. But man, he was a talented rapper, hence the reason why he got there. You know what I mean? It just didn't get off to the, you know, as it didn't happen like we wanted it to. But, you know, I'm thankful that all three of us got a chance. Tom Bomb, I don't think he got any regrets. You know what I'm saying? So That's still my guy. I talk to him here and there. But yeah, me and Bill, it took off for us. So kind of, we got two out of.
Ro, I don't know how long you've been following me though, but I've been saying this on Twitter for years. Anytime your name's brought up, you and QP, man, that's one of my favorite battles, dog. Like, I love you and QP. Obviously, y'all are young dudes. It's Summer Madness weekend, I believe, that time, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. It was a big event that weekend.
Yeah, it was a big event that weekend. You're not expecting you and Clean to have what y'all had, though, right? You weren't expecting that.
Oh, the cool thing about me and Clean was me and Clean got 4 months to get ready for each other. Clean had got locked up on our first scheduled battle. So I had 3, and he had got locked up for like 90 days. But telling me he still was fighting and shit like that. So, you could still go back. That was probably my longest rounds in my history, the ones versus QP. I was up there rapping for 5 fucking minutes a round. And, you know what I mean? I had 6 for that nigga, 2 for every round. So, I was scared, though, because I watched them give Time Bomb the silent treatment just at 20.
Yeah.
They were going out of their way to not react for Time Bomb. I mean, you had to be there. Like, I mean, you could see it from outside and then watch the footage. And then when we finally got in the battle, probably about the second round, the air was out the building for Bomb. But me and Clean, I just think that we both had the same goals, man. He was as hungry as I was back then. You know what I mean? He was a young kid from Michigan, a little dirty ass nigga from Detroit. You know, that freckle faced dirty ass nigga from Pennsylvania.
Right.
And musty as hell up there trying to battle and shit. And you know, I just think we both had the same goal, man, and it made magic. It was a good battle.
What's so ill about that though, Raw? Is you and Clean early, right? You see Calico, Young Surfs, Young X Factor. Like, niggas is mad young, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, my beard was bald.
Yeah. What do you and Big K though, man? You guys ever talk about doing a rematch, being that both you guys on RB? Or it's like,
you know, we talked about it. It's not really productive to me. I beat him on another league.
Facts.
Not even the RBE storyline. And you know, that battle has such a crazy storyline behind it that I've explained so many times. Norbs actually just did a piece on it right after my Ill Will battle, speaking about that scenario and how, you know, I was set up in that situation. So, you know, I don't think I need to revisit that, because here's the thing, like, what if he beat me? What are we doing, a third one now?
Right.
Get that back. See what they do for views happen to Big K, not me. You know, so as much as people probably want to see it, I don't know how interested I am in doing that.
Okay. You just brought up, look what they do for views, man. That line is so synonymous in battle rap. Like, that's Hall of Fame. You brought something to the game, though, Raw. You actually brought a cliche to battle rap that we still say to this day, brother. Like, it'll never get. It'll never get.
It was a, you know, it was a special moment for me. Obviously, one of my biggest moments of my battle career. You know, I mean, it was special, man. I needed that. I needed it. I was losing the battle at that point, getting my ass kicked, and I needed a game shifter, and I had it. You know what I'm saying? I still get goosebumps watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was powerful. It was deeper than a bar. It was a message behind it. You know what I'm saying? You could feel that. You know what I'm saying? You can understand where I was coming from, and you know, it was dope. I'll never forget that, man. Me and my boys, we always talk about that shit. Any of my homies that was there, it was special for all of us. It really saved my ass that day. You know what I mean? It really saved my ass that day. So I always appreciate that.
And you know what's so ill, though, man? Even when you took a hiatus, right? We're still saying that. The coach is still saying that when you wasn't here for a while.
Yeah.
Still running with that. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
It applies to so many different situations. You know what I mean? You could correlate it with almost anything.
Right.
I mean, motherfuckers saying some crazy shit. It's like, yo, see what they do for views? Bitch out here wilding on the OnlyFans. It's like, see what they do for views? It don't matter. It really goes for anything. So I'm glad I created it.
When RBE was doing this King of RBE talk, though, how did you feel about that? Where do you rank yourself when they was doing the King of RBE and the head honcho of RBE, or who's really holding on the RBE flag?
Now or when they first started talking about it?
When they first started talking about it, and now, how about that?
When they first started talking about it, it was before I battled Show Off.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, I felt like I was. I mean, rightfully so, and maybe it's a little selfish to look at where RBE is now today, and to know that they launched a brand headlining me twice, fresh out when I'm on URL at the time. I can't help but feel a little bit responsible for wherever they took it, and that doesn't mean that I built RBE. No, hell no. ARP did many good battles that had nothing to do with me, but they started with me. So I always felt like I was eligible for the title, but maybe not necessarily, you know, the actual guy, because a lot of other guys can make a case for what they did, and I don't want to dispute nobody's work because I appreciate all them brothers. They help keep the company going, right? But I think that right after Show Off, I started feeling like, yo, I think I'm the best in this whole fucking league. You know what I mean? Like, I start thinking like, yo, I think I'm the best in this league. And then when I got the Cicero matchup, I wanted to try a little different style as far as being more to my rapping roots, where actually how I rap instead of trying to battle. And it really worked for me. It really got motherfuckers to see how dirty I get far as from the essence of just rhyming. Like, I'm one of the best rapping, rhyming, like that's different. It's a difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best.
Break it down. I apologize. Can you break that down for people so they can
Sure. So I can't write a rap without rhyming the whole sentence. So it's just the only way I know how to rhyme. So I told Ice, I said, if the Gap Blaze at Bucky made a crush ice, and now we just a gas station slushy. Like, I didn't rhyme Bucky with slushy. My rhyme gas station slushy with if the Gap Wave by Bucky. Like, I literally have to rhyme the whole sentence. I can't rhyme cat, bat with fat and max. You understand what I'm saying? Or when I said, who got the will pack? He getting smoked in this joint. I don't know what type time his homies be on, but if I could tell you about me, broad day, know the toasters is on. Arms close to the body, like I forgot to put deodorant on. Now, I didn't rhyme. I rhymed deodorant on with smoked in this joint. Like, I literally rhyme more than one word. These are 3 to 4 word patterns being rhymed. It's one of the hardest ways to write. And it's funny when I see the rules is simple. It's like, yo, you dickheads don't even understand that shit. I'm one of the most, like, the way I write is one of the most difficult ways to write because I stick to rhyming. I'm a rhymer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a difference between rapping, flowing, actually rhyming your words. There's, like, think about a Loso. Loso not a heavy rhymer. He can rap, but he not a heavy rhymer. He'll rhyme baseball with softball. You understand what I'm saying? Like I gotta rhyme with baseball, with chase y'all. It ain't raw. You know what I'm saying? My shit got to be like tip top shape. So, yeah, that's kind of the difference.
Did you have the best deodorant line ever though?
It was fire. Just let me know how many niggas is dirty too. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was feeling that shit. Like, I'm like, all right, I ain't the only nigga who got.
So hard though, Frozy.
Yeah.
Oh, hard though, fam. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Yeah. And your flow though, I think with you though, how much do people say, or when they talk to you about how you rap and shit though, they give you mad love just on your flow alone?
I think I was trained that way. I grew up heavy in the Philadelphia scene. And growing up, watching all the Philadelphia DVDs, all the great Philadelphia rappers that were all underground, kind of molded my style off of them. You know what I'm saying? It was all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, obviously I grew up listening to mainstream hip hop, but our underground hip hop scene was so powerful here, it captivated you. You didn't want to hear that shit on the radio. You wanted to hear niggas talking, rapping on the corner with 50 of their homies behind them.
Right.
And that was almost like even an ass nigga in Philly back in the day could flow.
Right.
He could flow. You know what I mean? Like it just came. It just came natural like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to try to flow. Everybody from Philly, even the fucking booty rappers, can flow. So I think that just adopted in my style because, you know, you know, Reed Dollars. That's where my aggression comes from. Like big Reed fan when I was a kid, but also super duper big E Ness fan. So you know, you smack them together, you got Rosenberg. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. But this is why Jadakiss said Philly, home of the spitters. Though he was not bullshit when Kiss said, "Hello, PA."
I don't think there's another city in the world with more rappers than Philadelphia. Everybody raps.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. When Casanova had the challenge, the Brooklyn challenge, Philly won that shit hands down, my nigga. They won that shit hands down.
So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody raps like it's crazy. If I went to a family cookout and shit, and like 30 of my cousins was there, 27 of them rap, and the other 3 niggas kind of rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? They be having those. Everybody raps. So, you know, yeah, man, that flow is just, if you from here, you got it. If you from close by, you got it. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you ultra different like a Lil Uzi.
Right.
But he even got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he even got a little bit of the flow. But yeah, it's just second nature, man. It's almost like Philly with rap and flow is like New York niggas with Timberlands. It just is what it is. Like,
yeah. Let's be honest. When Jay-Z got Beans Free, Petey, and all these niggas on the rock, that's when the Rockefeller was lit, though.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought State Property was light years better than Dipset, and I love Dipset. You know what I mean? And what I mean by light years.
Let's chill with the light years, though, bro.
So here's why I say light years better. All right. So if you just go and start at the top, Cam and Beans.
Okay.
I love Killer, right? I'm taking Beans 10 times out of 10.
I'm taking Beans too.
Now, I don't know what nigga Jim Jones better than the State Property. Like, I don't know if there's a nigga he better than the State Property, right? So the top dude ain't better than Philly's top, State Props top dude. And then you got Jim Jones and Jewels. Like, would you take Jewels over? I'd take Jewels over Petey, but I wouldn't take him over Young Chris. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, can I say something about Young Chris, though, which I've been running for years, saying that Hov took Dark in the Flow like Young Chris? I'm not jacking that. I don't know who took that and ran with that, but Philly niggas ran with that hard, though, Frozy.
What, that Hov took his style?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm not going to hold you, bro. If you can't tell how much Philadelphia influenced Hov, go look at he stole the song from Sparks, biggest hit. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that, I don't know if he necessarily still, you know, Jay-Z is like a hybrid. Like, he absorbs greatness. You understand what I'm saying? Like, go listen to him rapping with Big L. When he used to rap back then, that shit don't sound like nothing he do today, right? So I think Jay is a constant evolver. You know what I mean? He gets around something, oh, that's dope. Add it to my game now. And you know, it's just kind of why Hov is Hov. So I don't necessarily know if he stole Chris's style. I never said that. Yo,
Emilio Sparks verse on Tales of a Hustler with Beanie Siegel, that shit touched my heart and soul, my nigga.
One of the most underrated rappers in the whole State Prop.
That nigga's verse touched my heart. Yo, Emilio Sparks verse on Tales of a Hustler with Beans. God damn.
That's what I'm saying. They was just too. It was too deep of a rap group. Like, you got to go get the Wu-Tang to fuck with Prop. Like, you got to go get the Wu-Tang if you want to fuck with State Prop.
Beans my favorite, one of my favorite Philly niggas of all time.
Love Beans, man. Love Beans. Beans.
I'm Beans, Black Thought. I'm just, those two are like, you know.
You know, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Beans is another one.
Alabamadia. Y'all niggas hustle, you know what I'm saying? You know,
I tell you. And Beans is also one of my favorite rappers too. So, you know what I mean? There was like, if there was a industry rapper, I feel like my battle rap, I'd be like, I'm Beans. You know what I'm saying? I rap like Beans.
I think we said it about you for years, though. I think you heard people say that to you. That's not.
I heard it a lot. That's an honor too, because I love Beans.
If his voice thing fuck up that situation, man, that nigga. Oh man. What's next though, Froze? Are we max out 3? What we doing?
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm working behind the scenes. We working. You know what I'm saying? I think the summer's gonna get real spooky for me. You know what I'm saying? I got some situations in place, so you know, I definitely think that we gonna make a big splash this summer for sure.
I saw a lot of people saying that when they see you and Charlie Clips on the comment section here, Froze. I don't know
Niggas trying to see me die, man. Y'all want to fuck my streak up, right? Y'all want to put me in the ring with Charlie Clips. I think that all jokes aside, I got love for Clips, man. He's top fucking 3 ever. He's on my Mount Rushmore.
Wow. Okay.
And you know, he's been doing it for so long at such a high level. You just gotta put him up there. But I also think that I feel most comfortable as a competitor when I'm doubted. Yo, Rose gonna die. Rose, that shit gets to me. You know what I mean? And it fuels me. Like I might go watch I'm so psychotic with this shit. I have writer's block and shit, right? Man, I'll go on YouTube, type in Rosenberg Raw, most recent, and go watch a bum ass nigga review. Like he got like 10 subscribers. And hope he say some shit that pissed me off. And 9 times out of 10 he do. You know what I mean? And that's all I need. A little. So if somebody with some status do it, I'll be up all night writing. But it's the little things that, you know, keep me competitive. You know what I mean? I'll go watch a Joe Schmo sitting in his car like this with no subscribers tell me I'm trash. All right, I got something for you, dickhead, since you want to sit in your little bum-ass squatter with no heat, talking about Froze trash. I got you. So, you know, man, I it don't take much to get me going. So for Clips, I know no matter what I've done this year in the last 3 years, it will be a landslide favorite for Clips. You know, I love saying, ha, you dickheads was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's the situation I'll be able to put myself in.
Can you explain to me when people say Clips is a cheat code? What does that really mean, though, Froze?
It just means that he's fire, and then they like him a lot. Likability is half the battle in this shit, right? So if you super likable and then you fire, you a superstar. You know what I mean? Clips also, maybe because Clips can come half-ass prepared, and if he catch a freestyle little pocket, get you out of here, jump right back into his writtens. Like, that's probably what they mean by cheat code. But also, I also see people get caught up in battling Charlie's type of battle. You know what I mean? You got to scrap it up a little bit. You got to rap in a way where, you know, Charlie not rapping like that. Charlie gonna do the sarcastic humor. You know what I mean? Here and there, throw a bow gun bar in there. You know what I mean? Like,
a current event bar.
You're getting all the current event bars, not just one. You're getting all of them. He completely took that from DNA because DNA used to do it. But yeah, I just think that he does everything well and does nothing bad.
Okay. How much are you getting?
Like Miss Hustle, but she's a star.
Are people always asking you when you're gonna come back to URL talk? Are you tired of that? Papoose, what's good? Pat, pull up a little bit. Good.
Every interview. No, I can't say I'm tired of it because I understand it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got me over here in RBE, look like I'm firing everything moving up. And it's like, if you have a mindset that that's the lower league, I think a lot of fans look at it like, yo, Raw's outgrown what's going on over there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's more matchups for him over here. You got so many battlers that I haven't got the chance to battle because I've been over here or because of the layoff. So, I mean, I understand it. I get it. Fans are going to be fans. They got dream matchups or matchups they want to see. And I can't be ignorant to that. But at the same time, you know, they also, you know, forget it's a business, man. It's a business. And, you know, timing is everything. You know, it's timing is everything, man. You just got to make sure you ahead of what you're doing. And again, you know, I have no ill will towards them brothers outside of the competitive nature of me working with RBE. I no fucking problem with URL. I love them like y'all do. I watch the battles like y'all do. But at the end of the day, I just think it's a question that's going to keep getting asked until it happens.
Right. Facts.
It's like you want to keep asking until it happens. So
you and Tay-Rock, I don't know why I feel like you and Rock. That
Rock dope, man.
We know, but
Rock fire. Rock's also a Hall of Famer too. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to battle Rock. Just from that, he's a competitor. He don't want to lose. And you got to appreciate that, man. For somebody battling this long,
right? Yes.
Many views as he got, many bags as he's got. The nigga still want to win. You got to respect that.
Wow, for real. You and Jakk? Is that just talk or something?
Jack's fucking trash, 3. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, that's Jakk and these shit is cool. It's okay. Like, but I'm not gonna hold you like logging, sparking, walking. Like that. I'm walking that shit. I promise you. Like that little dumbass nursery rhyme rocking the boat flow he do. I'm destroying it. And I don't feel like he's even a battler on my level. The nigga got me pissed off one day during one of them little what?
Floor's yours, sir. Continue, sir.
I seen you cut your face up like you ain't.
No. I just listened. So, I want to smoke.
I was in a space when they first started up the Midnight Madness shit.
Right.
And he was just talking so filthy. This before the Will battle. Like, I got more views than you, which is false. I got more fans than you, false. You never said nothing like me, false. Like, this is like, and I'm like, damn, do he believe this shit? Or is he just saying it because he around his peers? You know what I'm saying? And a couple spaces later, he kept running his mouth to the point where I got offended. Like, you know what, Jakk? I embarrass niggas like you with your mentality, with your lack of respect, acting like I'm not the dog that I am. All right, cool. You can get it. Because you acting like you want it. All right, I'm going to show you what it's hitting for. And that's just kind of the Jakk Boy situation. I don't need to validate myself with Jakk Boy. I'm better than Jakk. Jack's not better than Ill Will. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't think he can 30 a dude like Ill Will. So, I just feel like we on two different levels, pen-wise, delivery-wise, cadence-wise, presence-wise. And I actually think that would be one of my easier battles.
Wow. All righty then. Wow. Woo. Lord have mercy. That was a mouthful there.
I think I'd have a field day with Jakk. I'm telling you, I'd have a field day with him.
So his
do nothing with me. Nothing with me. Only way he wins around. I can't see him getting around. Yo, 3, I'm tapped in right now. So, like, I'm so comfortable with what I'm doing. I master my craft. I know what I do well. I'd have to lose to Jakk. He's not winning. You understand what I'm saying? I actually think I 30 Jakk. 2-1 clear. If he first rounds is always funky. So maybe he gets out early. First round pisses me off, and then I dog him the next 2.
You and Bill, is that a grudge match now? Or is that something that died down that we just in the show?
It's always a grudge match. It don't have to be personal for it to be a grudge. We both 2 competitors. He know what's up. You know what I mean? But again, I tell everybody the same interview, man. We got the bill collector is responsible for this not happening, respectfully. So he got to answer these questions. You know what I'm saying? I've accepted terms on battling him. You know what I'm saying? He got his business situation how he wanted. More power to Bill. I don't wish no ill will on him. I root for him when he battle niggas. That's not me. But at the same time, with that particular matchup, he's got to come to grips and understand what's going on. I mean, the matchup makes more sense than it ever did.
Listen,
you know what I mean? And at this point,
after Surfing Cortez grudge match, is Bill and
it's just like at this point, it's like, Bill, what more you want? What more you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, all the fans is dialed in. Everybody wants to see it. There's some good money being thrown around. Is it the money you want? No. But if you go look at even the best NBA players in the world, they come up on their contract year. Boom. Them niggas might ask for 5 years, 190 million. Team come back 5 years, 170 million. All right, you ain't get the 190, but you got 170. You still got a good deal why would you get everything you want? Like, why wouldn't the league have no leg to negotiate a number they want? So usually when that goes down, there's a meeting point. All right, you want this? We want to pay you this. Let's meet right here.
In the middle, right, in the middle, right.
So I really, man, I don't know. It's just, it sucks for the fans, and I know I'm just getting dragged out with it. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, he knows he's got to make that right.
Yo, Pop Dukes, man. I fuck with your pops, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like him and I thought Calico father was, when I saw your father for the first time on 15 Minutes of Fame, I see exactly where you get your shit from, boy. You feel me? But Pops, hold on, man. Pops is mad chill, man. Mad chill.
Super battle rap fan, man. He loved all the battle rappers.
You could tell he was talking about battles on Quran like he was.
Yeah, he loves that shit, man. He loves that shit. Diehard fan. He lucky. It's a perk that I'm his son, like, because he already loved his shit.
Right.
So it trips him out. Like, he be calling me once a month, like, yo, you my son, right? Like, so, but he love that shit, man. And, you know, that's why I take him to events. I ain't ashamed. I pop my boy. You know what I mean? Me and my pop got a unique relationship. He got a unique relationship with all his boys. You know what I'm saying? We'll go out with our pop. You know what I mean? Like, out with him. You know what I'm saying? So
I've always admired, you know, when you watch battles, right? And you always watch the entourage of niggas that be with battle rappers, right? Your brother, man, I always admire your brother always holding you down in battles and everything like that, cheering you on, holding you down, keeping the security. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's circling what's going on and shit, though, man. I always admire y'all relationship, though, man.
You know, this my best friend. You know what I'm saying? My right hand man. My mentor, that's my big brother. Not my little, it's my older brother.
Older brother, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He taught me everything I know. So, you know, you can't get no closer as brothers. You know what I'm saying? So he battles up there with me, man. He wears every bar, every punch I take. You know what I mean? He might be more nervous than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I and here's the thing. What a lot of people don't know is he talked me into coming back. Him and my pop, they talked me into coming back in battle rap. They begged me. I was so confidence was gone. You know what I mean? Just really didn't have it anymore. And that Craig Lamar battle, I mean, they really held my hand through that battle. And what I mean by that is, you know, every bar I wrote, you know, because that's how long I didn't write a rap for the 2 years that I didn't battle. I wasn't writing no raps. I had a couple daughters, and you know,
shout out to fatherhood.
Yeah, that girl dad. I got 4 of them.
Girl dad, word.
And you know, I just remember being like, "Yo, is that hot? Y'all think that's nice?" Like, what about my confidence was so shot, man, and them niggas really held my hand through that. They walked me to the stage, you know. They stood by me, and they was ready to take whatever came with it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go up here and get body because I ain't got it no more, or we gonna start something. We're gonna start, you know, a new run, and it ended up being a new run, man. They are really responsible for getting my confidence back, especially my brother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's definitely pivotal in this whole little run I've been on.
Bro, because you're a very candid person, a very honest brother, man. When brothers like yourself, or whoever go through battle rap, losing the confidence in battle rap, is that more just a mental block? Is it just you don't have the passion to write bars? The passion is gone for a little bit?
Well, I think I don't know. Speaking for myself, I was spoiled. Right. I was spoiled. 17 years old, I'm on URL. So when me and URL had to falling out, I went to RBE. 6 battles. Me and RBE had a falling out with the footage situation. I don't know if you remember, he altered my footage. Falling out. And it wasn't until that point where I was like, damn, I ain't gonna know where to go. I didn't get it. Like, it didn't hit me until me and ARP stopped speaking. And then URL, I couldn't get him on the phone. And it was nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's a confidence killer.
Right.
Because when you spoil and you getting all the big league battles and then it goes to shitty $500 Philadelphia gigs, it's like, man, I done fell hard. So speaking for myself, it can be confident killing if you let it. You know what I'm saying? I think that being a battle rapper not easy, man. It's not easy, especially if you do it at a high level. It's not easy. It's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? A lot of it is self-inflicted. So, you know, speaking for myself, like I don't know. I think I've seen this shit break certain people.
Mm.
I mean, there's battlers we once know used to be respected names, and they regular dudes nowadays. I've seen it break. I've seen the pressure break
Yeah.
people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
it's different for different people, man. You gotta have strong skin to be able to survive in the culture.
You said the word pressure a second ago, Raw. For yourself, also, has been very consistent after the Craig Lamar battle. Obviously, ARP calls you for a battle. Do you feel that pressure that you got to show and prove? You just be ill will, you be show off. You've been on the street.
No, not now. Not now. I don't gotta prove. I don't. When I say I don't gotta prove nothing, I think people know I've arrived to a certain degree. You understand what I'm saying? But I think that, you know, I owe it to myself to make sure I keep climbing, keep reaching new heights. You know what I mean? Because I thought this shit capped out at one time. You know what I mean? So to, you know, burst through a new barrier. You know, I just think that, you know, you got something to prove to yourself. I don't have to prove nothing to no battlers or no battle rap league owners. I done proved that.
Right.
I mean, I done proved that. So, you know, just for myself, nobody else.
Okay. Brother, I appreciate you rocking with me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anytime. Get with me, 3.
Bros, you know the vibes, brother. Appreciate you, King.